Welcome back to Yellow Skunk Farms. Quick disclaimer, this is a 21-year-old and up channel, so if you're not 21, please leave the channel now. I appreciate it. It's a little hard to hide the plants now. They're getting a little big. We're day one of flower. And if you've been following along, we have ramped down the lights every day for the past 4 days. Just went from 16 hours to 15 to 14 to 13 to 12. So we started on day 38 and then 42. Now we're on day 43 and it's day one. This is what I consider day one of flower. Some people consider it the first day you lower the lights. Some people jump from 18.6 to straight to 12.12. And I know that there's some science out there that says there's no difference, that the plants react the same, but you know what? I really don't care what that science says. They didn't have a system like this, so I decided to ramp it down, kind of like nature. I did it quicker than nature, obviously. We did it over 4 days and just went down an hour each day until we got down to 12. Easy peasy. And to be honest with you, it looks like they stretched a little. It looks like but they were growing so fast anyway. I mean, it's really hard to tell. But now that we're in 12, like from here on out, we will definitely start to see the stretch. I mean, it's only been, 4 days since we've topped. Look at the growth in just 4 days. So, yeah. Crazy growth. You can see we've come down here and we've thinned out everything. Looks pretty good to my standards anyway. Over here at the super soil bed, super soil looks super good. Plants look super healthy. The sweet potato, we've been maintaining it. And now we've gotten to the point where we've got to maintain this cucumber here. Look at the cucumber just stretching on out, crossing the creek. So it crossed the creek here. Well, here. Came over, attached itself to the lawnmower man, then I turned it. So this one, I turned it. It's come on up here and it's attached itself to the tomato. And this one is coming up and coming up through here. We do have a cucumber though. Nice one too. Ewig. Got another one right here. Looks like we should get cucumbers everywhere. Now that we've switched the lights, oh look, that was a jumping spider. There's squash over here. Got squash. Where's it at? There it is. There's one. There's another one on here somewhere. There's a couple of them down there. Popping off flowers too, like crazy. Tomato, still no tomatoes. Basil, kicking ass over there. Pond. Just got I think we got like 4 plus the shiner. There's 3, 4, maybe 5 minnows left. Probably need to get some more. They can't keep up with the algae. Oh, there's shiner right there. See the little one? Shiner Junior. Carrots are looking good. Over here and check on Cooter and Scooter. Look at that. Look at Digger over here. What's up, Digger? People want to see you today. Digger, what's up, buddy? Don't pull yourself out of my hands. You're strong, though, aren't you, buddy? Huh? You looking good. Looking good. He's like, I don't care what you say. The worm. He's hungry. He wants an isopod. He had a worm yesterday. We'll get him an isopod today. We'll get him an isopod. Let's see if we can find one underneath here. Oh yeah, look at that big daddy right there. And we gotta these things are fast. So I kind of disable them so Digger has a chance. Here, Digger. See? Digger, over here. Look. Yeah, there you go, buddy. Get you that isopod. It's a big one. Nice, fat, juicy one. Don't let it get away, Digger. I remember I threw a couple of them down there, and I mean, they're so fast, they just took off running, and he had no chance whatsoever. So you just kind of squeeze them a little bit, kind of disable, don't kill them, just kind of disable them to allow them to give them a fighting chance. He got his meal this morning. Cooter is over here like, what about mine? What's up, Coot? What about yours, right? Plinko and Pooter are over there. Watch Plinko, yeah, push Pooter out of his spot. They're always doing that. Pooter loves to be over there in Plinko's spot, or Plinko loves to be over in Pooter's spot. I'm not sure which that is. What's up, Scoot? But I guess they get along good enough. The monster Monstera is being a monster. This leaf here is crazy. Crazy big. Look at this. Cuts. The freshgers or fresh fuzz or whatever the hell they call them. The slits. I call them air holes, but you can see it's got lots of little ones, big ones beside it. Really cool. Look at that pattern. She's a big one. She is a big. You can see where we put Lost Coast Plant Therapy because we had some scale. I still see the scale right there, looks like. A few scales left. That Lost Coast does a pretty good job of getting them off of there. Iconic grass underneath there is looking crazy. looks like you can go ahead and take this leaf here. Looks like we're going to have to take that Empress tree there. Probably get rid of this. It's going to get too big. There we go. Just pull it off. So if you're new and you're still here, this bed here is a year and 8 months old, getting ready to be 9 months old. And one pump over there pumps water up to the creek over there. You can kind of see over there the water coming in right there. And it flows around the back side of that grass and then comes down through here and back in. So the creek is the filter. There is no filtration other than the creek. We allow the algae to build up. We allow roots to grow into the creek. We allow grass to grow in the creek. This provides roots. What we have to do is maintain and steward the creek, because the creek runs everything. Everything's connected to the creek. So all the roots, everything, all the grass roots along the edge here, this water is being wicked up the edge of the creek here. And you can see that the root mass sits on top of the creek wall, and that wicks water up into the soil pockets. Roots grow to the creek wall, attach themselves. We've got a bush over here we cut down. You'd have to go back a few weeks to see us cut that down, maybe on our live feed. I think we did it on a live, but this bush is starting to come back. We're gonna have, that was the first time we had cut it like this. We let it get real big and we were just pruning it. Looked cool. It was just getting out of hand. Chop her down, let it grow back. It'll come back stronger. The roots stay in the bed. You can see that the annual plants here, these we just cut, leave the roots, plant right beside. If we need to aerate, that's basically all we really do. We just take this little rod here, stick it down in there, kind of like a broad fork almost, just aerating your soil. Make sure it doesn't get too wet, needs air. Sometimes it does wick too much water, so we just come in and do a little aeration. The biology in the soil will fix all of this. Gives them kind of something to do. But they keep the air going. It's our job just to kind of steward the place. We want to make sure that the creek doesn't get out of hand. We got to trim the grass. We got to make sure the creek flows. This is a Chemi Pure bag. This is just something that has biochar in it. And that biochar helps clean the water as well. We reuse those biochar bags. We take them and put them in our compost pile. It's nothing but pure carbon. And that's been in the creek. That one off. We don't need this big stuff down there. So I just want to take that off. That's going to allow that airflow down through there. Allow the airflow down through there. These are Paradise Pine from Huckleberry Hill Farms. He's going to be a guest on our show. Don't forget, we got Let's Be Buds tonight. We got Damien from Kellawall Dank. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not sure. But anyway, turning into Let's Be Buds tonight on YouTube. This leaf here, so it always seems to have that. Looks like a little pest damage through there. Maybe a little, could be thrip, I don't know. Don't really matter. It's not spread everywhere. See a little bit right there. And then tomorrow we have Dennis from APSU Super Soil, our sponsor. It's going to be on Soil Discoveries with me and Mo. Got I sent Mo some forest biome, so I wanted to look at some of this forest biome under the scope, and I sent him some soil from this area right over here, which is super soil, fresh APSU super soil. This is the bag you're looking for. Don't have a discount code. It is just go get you some. It's worth the money, I promise you. I wouldn't have it in here if it wasn't. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just here to point you in the right direction if you want to start growing. This is not something I would recommend starting, like, doing something as massive as this. Understand that it's kind of, this is an inspiration. This kind of inspired me. I was inspired by other people, and it inspired me to do this, and then I hope to do the same for others. Just inspire others to, see what's possible indoors. I mean, indoors doesn't mean you can't be outdoors. You can make it as close as possible and not actually be in charge still. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to play God. I want to just be a steward. That's, I kind of replicated what God created outside, and now it's just fun to play with and try and mimic what's been done outside. But it takes a lot of work, a lot of stewardship, a lot of knowledge, and that's pretty much why I'm here. That's why I started Soil Discoveries with Mo. Deep dive down into the soil to see what's going on. We can actually see when things are getting bad before the plants show it, which is really cool and really helpful. Allows me to get in here and start working on things like aerate. Like this is number 2. We were seeing bad things. I've been aerating. I've added chop and drop. I added some bog. I added some bog plant from APSU, which is very sandy, aerating type soil, very good in water in a bog situation, which is what kind of happens over here, which is why we have to disconnect. The grass gets too big, too thick, too many roots, too much water is pulled in. We have to disconnect certain parts, or else it'll just wick too much water. And that's how it operates. It's just basically an experiment that we are having fun with as a hobby. This bed is a year and, like I said, almost 9 months. This bed is only 2 months old. This is the first run of plants in this bed. This is the 6th run. So you can see the difference. Look at the light, the color difference. You can see that this soil is rich in nitrogen, and I'm pretty sure that's one reason why we don't have tomatoes on our tomato plant right now. It's just too much nitrogen. We're getting flower, so we're just kind of waiting, I have pollinated. You know, normally you don't have to pollinate tomato plants, but I just take, it's pretty easy. You got a fan on it, the fan will blow pollen, or you can just take a branch and dab flower to flower. Usually will do the trick. These are APSU Blue Jasmine. Beautiful. Gonna be a monster. So that's where we are. Everything's looking good. And like I said, tune in to Let's Be Buds tonight, and Soil Discoveries tomorrow on my channel. Both will be on my channel here, just on the live. Just hit the notifications if you don't mind. Don't forget about discount code Yellow Skunk for your Grandmasters if you're looking for lights. If you're looking for bags, pots, grassroots fabric pots, and we just added Grove bags, because I use Grove bags to store. I have a Canatrol, but I also use Grove bags to pack the Canatrol. So once the Canatrol is done drying and curing, I put everything in Grove bags, and then put the Grove bags in the Canatrol to store. You can just get a whole lot more in the Canatrol with the Grove bags. In the Grove bags, you don't even need the Canatrol. Gives you some BB Cure packs or some type of humidity pack. Drop it in the Grove bag and you're good to go. So you can use that discount code now as well for the Grove bag and the Pulse Grove. So I'm trying to cover everything as far as what you need to get started. So you need soil, you need lights, you need a way to maintain your environment. Soil, lights, grow bags for maintaining. I'm going to try and get Canatrol. I don't have them yet. Canatrol, I'm trying to get a discount from them. And yeah, that'll be about it, you know. We'll have pretty much everything covered. And that's where we be. So I appreciate everybody hanging out. And we'll see you on the flip. Peace.